Alright guys, welcome to my part 2 video of the Fallout 4 Pip-Boy Edition. This is going to be the product review, where I kind of get into detail on what I think of the product overall, and was it worth the money for the collector's edition. First, let's start out with the overall case. This is by far the largest case we've seen for collector's edition of Fallout. This is not including the survival edition that also came with the Pip-Boy when Fallout 3 came out. But this, compared to the standard collector's editions we've got at Fallout, is the biggest by far. It is the most impressive looking. You get the huge Pip-Boy box. You know, this is like, if you're inside the game, this is what like the standard issue Pip-Boy would come in. You know, tabs come open, whoosh, cool, Pip-Boy inside, awesome, you get the idea. Overall, if you take a look at this, yeah, it's a hard plastic case. It's very cool looking, it's very impressive all the way around. This is not a knock. It does feel a little cheap. Now, it's a video game collector's thing. I mean, I'm not going to complain about that the thing is made out of plastic. I mean, sure, it'd be cool if this thing was made of metal and everything like that, and it was like a giant actual steel case, and it had real latches and blah blah blah. But I also don't want to pay $400 for a collector's edition of a game. So even though it's plastic, it is very impressive looking. I do like it a lot. Now let's move on to the Pip-Boy. Now the Pip-Boy itself, as you can see, looking around, it does look very impressive as far as the model of the Pip-Boy goes. Also, plastic. Now, here's the thing. It came with this nice little display case to hold the Pip-Boy. It's got a little bit of a little aluminum placard on the front there, which is pretty cool. Now, the Pip-Boy itself, it is, I hate to say it, but it does look and feel a little cheap. Now, granted, this is a replica collector's item of a thing in a video game. With that being said, it also feels and looks like a toy I could have gotten from Toys R Us. The knobs and everything like that, they all move and everything like that. They make a little snappy noise when you move them. But you also, you know, like if you were playing with a baby toy, which is, you know, whatever, the little radio tuner and the rad thing, and it's got the little button that makes the things light up. You know, it makes this little button light up, that little button lights up. It's cool, I like it, but I do have an issue with it. Now, when you go to put the Pip-Boy on, the little latch here comes open, and this is cool. It has little padding inside, just like you see in the game when you first put the Pip-Boy on. The problem I had right off the bat is, as soon as I went to do the strap and put my hand inside, let me move this out of the way, this shouldn't be happening. Let's get a quick shot inside. The inside should not be ripping when you go to adjust for your wrist or your arm. It just shouldn't be doing that right away. As soon as I opened it and started moving the thing around, the inside of the little comfort pillow started ripping. So that was a little annoying. Now, if you take a look at this, this is obviously not the real screen. This is the little fake screen that came in there just to make it look cool. Obviously, this is where you're going to put your phone. When you press on this little lever right here, it releases the catch for where you can put your phone. Sorry, I'm doing this with one hand, so it's kind of a little awkward. Okay, so this is where you can put your phone. And as you can see, there's a little battery for the, you know, the buttons that light up. And it comes with all these little foam things inside to fit with whatever device that you're going to use, whether it be an Android or an iPhone. to use with the app that goes with the game. That is probably the coolest feature about this Pip-Boy, is that it does work with the iPhone as like a little holder. It doesn't really do much other than that. It's just a very cool little holder for your phone to make it look like you're cosplaying with the game. Now, it may look like I'm doing a lot of complaining about the Pip-Boy Edition here. I'm really not that disappointed with it at all. Excluding those minor things like the ripping inside the Pip-Boy, everything kind of feeling cheap as far as like cheap plastic goes. Because if it feels like if I were to drop this Pip-Boy, not even like 3 feet from the ground, the thing would fucking shatter. And I'm not lying about that. If you were to get your hands on this, it does feel like that cheap kind of plastic where it would break. Also, if you work out or if you lift weights or anything, the Pip-Boy will not fit on your forearm. I'm not doing a brag on myself or anything like this, but I work out and the Pip-Boy barely fits on my forearm. Barely. Like, I had to force the thing closed, and I was kind of scared because of the cheap plastic on the back that I was going to break it. So I didn't try again, and that's why it's sitting on here, and I'm not displaying using it for you because it doesn't fit on my forearm. So if you have massive forearms or anything like that, or maybe you're fat, it's not gonna fit. So that kind of sucks. Now here's where I'm going with all of this. Here's kind of a mini rant here. I'm very happy to have this. I'm hardcore into Fallout. Fallout 3 is my favorite game. I haven't beaten Fallout 4 yet. I mean, I just played it yesterday for the first time. So far, it's incredible. I will do a game review of it. But here, if you look real quick, see, I've got the Fallout 3 Collector's Edition. I've got the Fallout New Vegas Collector's Edition, as well as some other Fallout shit over there. And posters and other things that I don't have hung up. But I am hardcore into Fallout. Here's the mini rant part. This thing is not worth over what I paid for it. At all. You're gonna see people, resellers, or scumbag people that are trying to sell you this product for hundreds of dollars. We're talking $700, $1,000. I've seen one listed as high as $3,000 on Craigslist. This product is not worth it. I love Fallout, and I love the Pip-Boy Edition. I really do. I'm happy I have it. I'm very, grateful that my pre-order for the thing was not canceled or anything like that, like many unfortunates out there were, including people that I know personally, and that sucks for you. It really does, because all these scumbags out there that went and bought like 20 of these at one purchase are now trying to resell them for ridiculous amounts of money. And they should be found and given a beat down, in my personal opinion. So, in the end, even though this is very cool, and if you're a hardcore collector for this game or a hardcore fan of this game, most likely you probably pre-ordered early like I did and was watching every site to find out which was the first one. Best Buy was the very first site to have the Pip-Boy Edition up to buy for the pre-order. Bethesda was, I think, second, GameStop was third, and then everywhere it was gone by that point. So that's why I got mine. I got it June 5th. June 5th is when I bought mine. So I've been waiting a while. Very happy with the product overall. It's definitely a very cool thing that's going to go in my game collection. Being that it's Fallout, it makes it more special for me because I love the game so much. But do not go out and pay over what the retail price of what this thing was worth, which was, I think, $128, $130 or something like that. It is not worth over that at all. This is all cheap plastic, even though as cool as it looks. And I mean, the made in China is written all over this stuff. So if you're out there and you're considering buying one of these because you gotta have it, do not pay over what the retail value is for this game. Sure, it may look so enticing and so fucking awesome to have, and it is. It's just, it's not worth what it's not worth whatever the retail price was in the end. And this is coming from a guy that's trying to help you as well as give you the honest opinion. I love Fallout, but I can also see the flaws in the products and point them out to you and let you know whether you should be going out and spending the money that it's going to cost you now in order to get one of these. It's just not worth it. Now, what I've been telling people that I know personally is just wait it out. Wait it out, maybe next year, 2 years from now. I know it seems like a long time, but in 2 years from now, there are going to be brand new sealed copies of this Pip-Boy Edition up on eBay or up on Amazon that are going to be like 140 bucks, maybe cheaper. You don't believe me? That Fallout 3 Collector's Edition that I got right there was factory sealed, and I paid $30 for it. It just goes to show that if you give it enough time, the collector's editions will go down. And that's what you should do. As cool as they are, and as much as you're going to want to have it, just wait it out. I believe in you. You can do it. I mean, I go through the struggle all the time. There's games that I want for my library of games that I'm not going to pay you fucking $400 for. I'm not going to do it. I'm talking about Earthbound. I'm talking about Chrono Trigger. I'm talking about all these games that somehow are inflated to such a price that people are paying more for it than you would a Steam machine at the highest fucking atomic line that you could go with the Steam machines. We're talking about over $3 grand for some games that people are asking for nowadays that are retro. Same thing is going to happen with collector's editions of games also. There's going to be asshole resellers that are going to just buy up the shit and try to overcharge you. Don't let it happen to you, because if you do, you're helping perpetuate this scumbag reseller market. Anyway, that's what I have to say on it. Overall, Fallout 4 Pip-Boy Edition, very cool. Where's the game? Oh, buried under my PlayStation 2 games. The game case, the game booklet is also very cool. It's a steel booklet, you know. It's got like the season pass crap and all that in there, and the poster, which is very cool. You know, another Pip-Boy poster. I've got the Fallout 3 Collector's Pip-Boy poster. Cool, very cool. All in all, very awesome. Very glad to have it. If you guys enjoyed the video, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe, and I will see you on the next game review, which, if you haven't guessed it by now, it's gonna be Fallout 4. If you also agree with me on what I'm talking about with resellers and the reseller market, I started a little blog thing on WordPress. I'll put the link in description. My first thing that I wrote about was reseller scum and what to look out for resellers, as well as a message out to those who are the scumbags who are doing the reselling bullshit tactics in order to inflate prices in games and are out to screw you over for as much money as possible. And if you feel like reading that, you know, check it out. The link will be in the description below. Anyway, guys, have a good night. I'm gonna get back to Fallout 4 now. Peace.